giving out to them that blackness, that black power, that black. To me, we are the most beautiful creatures in the whole world, black people.
What's up, everybody? I hope everybody's okay today. Book Club is back, y'all. Book Club is back. I'm over here eating strawberries. I'm trying to hurry up and eat them so I won't stain the book. So let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and say hey to everybody right quick. I'm sorry. These things is good. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Usagi. Hey, Tapia. Tapia or Tapija? I think it's Tapia. I don't want to mess up your name. I do apologize. Correct me so I can pronounce it right the next time because I don't want to disrespect your name, okay? Because it's a beautiful name. Hey Dante, hey Noveika, hey Jess, hey Diamond, hey girl, hey Lady Honeybee, hey honey, y'all ready for this tea? Hey Stina. Y'all hold on, give me 1 minute so I can eat this stuff right quick. Wow. All right, all right, all right. Yes, yes, yes. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing all right today. Hope everybody is fine. Hope everybody is feeling okay and whatnot. Book club is officially back. Book club is officially back. So here's what we're gonna do. Hey Olive B. Hey. Ooh. Trying to make sure I'm nice and comfortable and everything is fine. Listen, we're about to read, okay? So go ahead and get your snacks, okay? Go ahead and get your drinks, whatever you need. Yes, happy birthday to Noveika's husband, Lucas. Happy birthday to him. Yes, that's his only wife. That's his only wife, Noveika. She keeps up with the child support payments and everything like that. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. She's the one that ordered him the Chick-fil-A salads on Saturdays. It's your birthday coming up, Noveika, which I'm trying to help you out, girl. But anyway, y'all, I need y'all to go ahead. I need to get y'all snacks, whatever you're going to drink, all that good stuff, because we're going to have a good night tonight, child. So, y'all been waiting on me to read this book for a minute, so it's controversial. It's bright. Okay, so there's gonna be some rules. Mods, Dante, Usagi, Lady Honeybee, and Jess. I need y'all to listen to me, okay? Do me a favor. Now, I think I'm gonna like have it in intervals because hold on. Let me go sit up here and like contact my security and see what head of security and see where he's at. There. Now, had to talk to security right quick. Tell him to come on now. But anyway, I need I need my mods to do me a favor, and we're gonna like do this every 15 minutes for intervals. In fact, I'm gonna type this out. Basically, y'all okay. Basically this. Mods, like every 15 minutes in intervals, y'all take turns. Because I know people have already been on Twitter and been getting spoilers. Some people haven't read this book yet. Okay? So out of respect for the people who ain't read the book, don't do that. Don't do that. Let me tell you something. If I'm reading this book and I see somebody talking about, oh, I know what happened next, that's irritating because I'm just like, but we don't know what happened next. I don't want to hear that. I'll automatically time you out just for that. And I know that's petty, but think about it for everybody else. They read it. They want a chance to read it. Some went over to Twitter, and that's fine if you went over to Twitter. But at the same time, it's a better experience if you read the book within itself instead of going to read spoilers. Not only have you messed up like you just messed up overall just the general concept of what reading a book is. Spoilers don't do nothing. If you sit and read the book and you go through each chapter and we dissect it, you understand. So please don't bring no spoils over here. I'm not having it. Okay? So, like every 15 minutes or so when we see new people in, put down, if you're just coming in, don't post spoilers. Don't even put down, I know what's happened next. If that happens, time them out. That's strike one. I don't like having to ask things twice. Now, if it happens the second time, blockity block. I'm sorry. I ain't got no time for the mess. Okay? You over here trying to have a good time and party. My people been waiting on this. So y'all don't do that because that's not fair to people, okay? Also, this video is not monetized. I want to help Jessica out, girl. Trying to help Jessica out get her coins. You know what I'm saying? But the Cash App is still up here if you want to super chat your girl because we're going to be reading this book for like a couple of weeks now. And I'm going to need some monetary help with this. So go ahead and feel free. You know, I'm out here doing it for the people. You give what you give, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I need to do. Where my banner at? There we go. I'm putting up my fair use up here because I'm about to read and stuff. Oh, yay. Actually, I should ticker this. I'm going to ticker this. Can I, hold on. Can I ticker this across the screen? Let me see if I can ticker this. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Woo! Don't that look better? Yeah, buddy. Yeah. All right. Thank y'all mods for doing that for me. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm not gonna repeat myself. Don't be coming in here with no spoilers, Jennifers, or not Jennifers, but Susans and Lacey's and Logan's, whatever you are. And before I start, please send prayer to these the 14 babies that transitioned in a horrible way today. Those babies did not deserve it. Their future didn't even start yet. And just because some disgusting little imp decided he had a beef with some school and started to shoot his own people. Pray for them kids and pray for them families. Now, hey, Nessa girl. Listen, Nessa girl. Now, you be good for your sister's birthday. I need you to get in that studio because I need to hear them bars, girl. You need to get with the girl. We're trying to get this check, Nessa. Okay? We need to get this check, girl. We need to get this check. But anyway, y'all ready? Is everybody ready? 20 is moved to 21. Well, you know what? Let's not talk about this here. We'll talk about it into a separate video. I don't want the mood to go down. You know what I'm saying? We've been waiting on this book for a while. Okay. So let's just change the mood for a little bit. That's my fault. I just wanted to send out prayer to those kids and their family. So, yes. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start. All right. Will the video stay up on your? Of course, the video. All these videos stay up, girl. I'm not deleting this stuff. No, this is for y'all. Now, members, I'm just letting y'all know, members, y'all gonna get first dibs in the video tomorrow about the upcoming chapter. So please look out for that. Just letting y'all know. All right. And let the journey begin. To my golden stars, let's shine bright. No, let's shine always and forever. All right. Woo, this is going to be great. Okay, here we go. Chapter 1. Smile, they say. You're living a dream countless girls would die for. Besides, you look so much prettier when you smile. Come on now, softer, sweeter. You don't want to be an ice queen, do you? Look, we already started the book and we already got some tea. Ice queen. What they used to call Jessica and Crystal? Ice queen. Okay. Let's continue. Cameras flash in my direction before my champagne-colored stilettos have even touched the ground. I subtly smooth down my outfit, a glittering wrap dress with a strapless sweetheart neckline, as I step onto the red carpet. Mina is close at my heels, and 7 girls emerge from the limo behind us, lifting their hands in queen-like waves. Fans scream when they see us, clamoring to get closer through the wall paparazzi. How about a group shot? A photographer yells. Like we've done 1,000 times before, the girls assemble for the photo, each of us instinctively knowing where to stand so that our best features are shown off. We balance each other out, the tall girls and the shorter girls finding their spots in the formation so no one looks out of place. As we pose, the camera started clicking in a frenzy, catching us from all angles. There's something about having all 9 of us together that makes a certain kind of energy radiate. I once saw someone share a group photo of us on social media with the caption, "This is what power looks like." I think about that sometimes. Power. Hey, Subin. Hey. I always saw. No, I'm just saying, Ice Queen. I already knew it was a compliment, but I'm like, she already like putting little stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? So watch out for that. All right. Moderators, remember when new people come in the chat, remember what to tell them. It's such a far cry from how I felt around these girls for so long. A lot has changed in the past 5.5 years. Okay. So the last book we read, of course, Shine, took place when she was a trainee. So this is 5.5 years after the events of the first book. Okay. The girls and I take our time walking down the carpet, pausing to pose, lip gloss, hands on hips, literally sparkling like the sun in brilliant rose gold outfits. As we reach the glass doors of the Peninsula Hotel Shanghai, I look over my shoulder and wink at a camera flashing in my direction, giving them one last dazzling grin. I come a long way from the trainee girl who used to freeze like a deer in the headlights at the first sign of a flashbulb. The cameras don't scare me anymore. Now I own them. Smile. Okay, so y'all remember how she was in the first part of the book, how Rachel was? She was scared. Girl was out here just puking like every 5 minutes. Like she just wasn't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Like she wanted it, but like she was just messing up. Girl was just having some problems, but the girl can sing. Okay, she can sing. But yeah, we're gonna continue. The first time a fan told me that I changed her life, I cried. It was a year after I debuted it with Girls Forever, and we were promoting our comeback single, Sweet for You. The music video hit 50 million views on the day it released, and the pastel bucket hats and pearl frame sunglasses we wore in the video were sold out everywhere within a week. The fan was maybe 11 years old, the same age as me when I first started training with DB Entertainment, and a little self-conscious, but all smiles to meet me, her eyes sparkling like the rhinestone studs in her t-shirt that spelled out my name. Rachel Kim. Thank you so much, Rachel, she said softly, holding out a homemade poster for me to sign. Of course, I smiled back, fumbling with my gold signing pen as I scribbled out my name and what would become my well-known autograph, Big RH, and finally a loopy L with a star on the tail. I handed the poster back to the young girl, and a yellow-vested usher began to guide her down the line. She called out, "Wait!" The usher rolled his eyes, but allowed the girl to say her piece. She took a breath and looked at me with serious eyes. "I just moved to Seoul from America, just like you. It's been hard," she admitted. "But when I watch you perform, I see you doing what you love. I feel less alone. Like maybe someday I can find my own way to shine. You really changed my life." She smiled and thanked me for my signature. "Oh," she squealed, looking at it again. "You have no idea how much this means to me." And with that, she hugged the poster to her chest and walked away. A big fat tear rolled down my cheek as I waved goodbye, swallowing the lump in my throat. Really, it was the other way around. She had no idea what her words meant to me. 5.5 years in, I don't cry at fan signs anymore. I've learned how to keep a pleasant smile on my face through the events, to keep my emotions in check. Even so, sometimes I still want to pinch myself because it doesn't feel real. How do I manage to get here? To say that training wasn't easy would be a huge understatement. Wait a minute, where's AE at? Wait a minute. Hold on. AE, where you at, girl? AE, hold on. I got the text, AE. Your book club is starting, girl. No. Hold on. Oh no. I gotta get her in here. All right. I'm sorry, I did not mean for the interruption. I was like, oh no, AE, I gotta get the girl AE on this. All right. Okay. Even so, sometimes I still want to pinch myself because it doesn't feel real. How did I manage to get here? To say that training wasn't easy would be a huge understatement. It was ruthless, demanding, made me question my life choices more than a few times. And when we finally debuted it, the pressure only amplified. Intense rehearsals, back to back live performances, and the early morning wake up calls for music video shoots that lasted for 2 days straight, all with my 8 Girls Forever group mates, who I suddenly found myself with 24/7, which, let's be real, was a whole other kind of challenge. But at the end of the day, it's all been worth it. There really is magic in the music, and there's magic in meeting the people who connect to it. Being a K-pop idol means being part of something bigger than myself, excuse me. The energy from tonight's crowd was wild. Shanghai was the last stop of our multi-country Glow Asia tour. Months of being on the road, a new city every couple of weeks. It's been a whirlwind. There are times when I find myself missing my own bed. But up on stage tonight, I realized just how much I'll miss this once we're back in Korea. It's January, and we won't tour again this year until the fall. So this is our last big group performance for a while, and you could feel that in the air. We gave 110% tonight, and the fans gave it right back to us. Now it's time to celebrate. I look around the peninsula of Shanghai's ballroom. The promoters have really gone out for this one. Brilliant teardrop crystal chandeliers lining the ceiling, shining down on the waiters in glossy tuxedos, weaving through the crowds with silver trays of champagne flutes, music pulsing against the walls as people dance and mingle. They converted part of the ballroom's dance floor into miniature roller rink, electric pink and fluorescent yellow cocktails served by me on glow-in-the-dark platters, an homage to the title track of our latest album, Glow. It's a true bop. Ooh, she said bop. And it dominated the charts this past summer. For the party tonight, they rigged a projector to display themed images from the music video against the walls. Glow in the dark bowling alleys, field of fireflies, a Ferris wheel riding to the top, with the twinkling city lights spread out below like candles on the birthday cake. So let me tell you something. So reading this right now, SM has money. Hey, Mercedes. Hey, Green Lamp. Hey. So thank you. Thank you so much, Dante. So my moderators, are letting you know if you just come in the room, please don't give no spoilers. Because if you give spoilers, one, you're getting timed out. Second time, and we have to ask, you're getting blockety block, okay? But I'm sure everybody's cool. But from reading this passage alone, SM has money. They're extravagant and extra with their little celebrations. I've seen what we've seen. So they have money. Okay, Jessica. Okay, girl. Honestly, it's enough to make you forget that it's the dead of winter and currently a whopping 3 degrees Celsius out tonight. We drink a little bit of this water because I'm parched. I can't wait to get to the good stuff, y'all. And go ahead and thumbs this live up. I appreciate that. Thank you kindly. Okay. Let me continue. Just as I'm reaching for a champagne flute, a voice behind me calls out my name. Rachel Kim. A wiry man with red square-rimmed glasses and a warm smile walks towards me, extending his hand for a handshake. I'm Park Hyunbae, VP of Programming at Soar Drama and Entertainment. I was hoping to run into you tonight. Soar is one of the biggest media broadcasting companies in Korea. We've appeared in a few of their TV programs, but DB always handles the business side of things, so I've never met one of their executives in person. So nice to meet you, I say, shaking his hand. Hey, Jada. Hey, new people. Let's come in here. Hey, Green Lamp. So, y'all see the rules, the mods, what they're putting in the chat. So please mindful and read those, please. But thank you for coming in. I hope you don't mind. He reaches into his pocket and sheepishly produces a pen. My daughter is a big fan of yours, and she'd kill me if I didn't at least ask. Could you sign this for her? Her name is Park Mi-young. I'd be more than happy to. Even after the thousands, could it be millions of autographs I've signed over the past few years, I still have a hard time saying no. He smiles as I hand my signed cocktail napkin back to him. I'll be guarding this with my life tonight. He folds the autograph and places it in his breast pocket, patting it securely. Rachel Mi-young, not your only fan. Rachel, Mi-young's not your only fan. I'm sorry about that. My wife and I are big fans too. You have a fantastic voice. Now it's my turn to smile gratefully. Thank you so much, Mr. Park. You'd be great on radio. He raises his eyebrows curiously. Would you ever be interested in hosting? Soar is launching a new radio show that focuses on one-on-one conversation with artists from all different walks of life. You'll be a great host. I immediately perk up. That would be amazing, I tell him with another smile. If you connect with DB, aka SM, allegedly, well, SM, I'm just going to say it. I'm sure they could set up a meeting for us. I add with more confidence than I actually feel. But why shouldn't DB be interested? Soar's radio shows have a huge audience, and if I can use it to promote Girls Forever while also enjoying deep, intimate conversations about the creative process, isn't that a win-win? Excellent, Mr. Park says. I'll be in touch. We toast, and he's swept away by a group of other media folks eager to speak with him. I'm debating between checking out the dessert bar or hitting the dance floor when Mina sachets toward me, grabbing my free hand. Uh-oh, here come good old Mina, y'all. There you are. Mina must have a radar system that alerts her anytime someone else is getting special praise or attention. I had barely finished my toast with Mr. Park, and then suddenly she was at my side. But she's bright and beaming, her eyes shining with the high of the music, exuding charismatic energy, the kind that makes you want to join in or whatever she's doing. So when she says, "Come on, let's dance," I take a quick swig of my drink and then let it melt away onto one of the many passing trays as she leads me to the dance floor, spinning under her arm. She looks chic in her shimmering wide leg pantsuit, her ash brown hair twisted away from her face in a loose, elegant updo. We dance, laughing, me following along with her moves. She's undeniably magnetic, and even more so when she dances, totally effortless and buoyant. And all the cameras in the room have already started pointing in our direction. For a second, I let myself believe that they were capturing something real. A moment of true friendship between girls who used to be enemies. Look how far we've come. I imagined myself saying, remember how much we used to hate each other? Girl, we know. Woo, we read the book. How about that time you drugged me at the training house and filmed me dancing drunk on the table? Child, I remember that, honey. That was a mess. Ha! Doesn't that feel like a lifetime ago? But then some things don't change, even in a lifetime. It took ages for the rumors about our so-called love triangle with DB's entertainment's most popular K-pop idol. Hey Cam, Jason Lee. Jason Lee. To die down. In reality, the love triangle was nothing but a publicity stunt pulled by DB themselves before Mina and I debuted. They wanted to boost Jason's solo career after he left his group Next Boys, and we were the perfect promotional tools. After all, what can make the already adored Jason Lee seem even more desirable than having two and upcoming K-pop stars fighting for his love? Of course, Mina knew it was a setup the whole time. I was not clued into that little piece of information until after I already fallen in actual real head over heels in love with the guy. As for me and Mina, after I debuted, DB decided they gotten all they could of our love triangle feud and decided to stage a reconciliation between the two of us. We hugged and cried in a leaked video and swore we would never let a man come between us again. Since then, we've been nothing but good press, and I'm determined to keep it that way. Still, in the moments like this, I can't help but enjoy playing make believe, pretending that the fun we're having isn't just for show or publicity, but because we really truly like each other. That dress is so brave of you, fashionista, Mina shouts over the music. Look at those cute thighs. Yep, moment shattered. So, get this. Okay? Is that DSB? I don't know. I don't know what group that is. But this is the thing. This girl, this Mina girl, right? Yeah, I remember what happened at the end when Rachel, presumably, her and old girl got into it. And at the end, she threw that girl's phone in that fish tank, right? So now she's saying that, well, me and her had a publicity like reconciliation. We did it for the cameras. So they're pretending. And they were having a moment till homegirl said something about her thighs. So remember when we talked about that not all of these girl groups get along with each other? They're not all sisters and stuff, no matter how long they stay with each other. I had a feeling that Girls' Generation, they've saved a lot of face. Some may be close, well, closer to others. And she just put that out there right then and there. So allegedly you saying that some of y'all in this group the whole time was just pretending to like each other. Woo! Child. Let's keep reading. The night passes in a happy haze of dances and champagne glasses. The ballroom is filled with familiar DB faces and hosts of new people I've never met before. All of them eager to greet me. Wonderful job at the concert tonight, Rachel. Your voice keeps getting lovelier and lovelier. Absolute phenomenal. You were born to be a star. There's no doubt about that. After hours of dancing and mingling, I'm ready to call it a night. Some of the more introverted girls of the group, like Jung, Ji Yoon, and Suhee, Sunhee have already made their graceful exit to their hotel rooms, while Mina, Lizzie, and Yunji have somehow found themselves on the roller rink, squealing and laughing as they spin around their skates, shimmering outfits fanning out like sparkling parasols. Hey, MJ. Hey, girl. Ari and Suman are sipping cocktails by the dessert bar, and as usual, are arguing about something or other. Being the same age and having started training at the same time, the two of them are constantly jumping back and forth between being best friends and roasting each other until one of them cries. Honestly, they're like a dysfunctional old married couple. It's actually kind of adorable. I'm dreaming of going up to my hotel room and soaking in the jacuzzi tub. As much as I love these strappy Jimmy Choo stilettos, I'm dying to take them off and stick my toes in a bubble bath. Ah, yes, and an aromatherapy soap plus a face mask sounds like the perfect way to end this tour. Just as I'm heading out the ballroom, hear my name called again. I turn and spot a figure leaning up against the wall where our music video is being projected. Colors and lights dancing playfully across his face. Jason? I say in surprise. Jason? Why are you back, Jason? What do you want? Jason. Uh-oh. Jason's back, y'all. His lips curl up into an impish smile, and he cocks his head to the side. Has it been so long that you don't recognize me? Of course I recognize him in that slick white suit and those bright green and gold sneakers. Bright green and gold sneakers? Ew. He can't dress, girl? Oh, Lord have mercy. How could I not? After the love triangle debacle with Mina, Jason and I had a falling out. I just couldn't trust him anymore. But slowly over time, the ice between us started to thaw. A text here, a secret coffee date there. Eventually, we were able to make up and pick up where we left off, or at least we tried. But between his Girl Forever's launch and his successful career as DB hottest solo artist, we barely had time to sleep, let alone date. Eventually, things fizzled between us because of our busy schedules, and Jason doesn't know it, but it was a little bit of because of the secret video Mina had threatened to leak of Jason and me kissing backstage. With her threat looming over my head, I could never quite relax when I was with him. The thing is, Mina never did end up leaking the video, and even though the threat of it was often in my mind during the year and a half Jason and I dated, ultimately, we had the chance to give our relationship a fair shot without any tabloid frenzy. Maybe Mina never intended to hurt me as much as I thought she did. So, yes, white suit and gold sneakers. Seems like a fashion terrorist, right? The Orange Music Awards 6 months ago, Jason says, snapping his fingers. That was the last time we saw each other, wasn't it? I think you're right. These days, our paths only seem to cross at crowded events like this one or some award show. I know that he's grown his hair out in the last 6 months. It's long enough now that he can tie it in a mini ponytail, but he has it slicked back looking like the epitome of a fresh-faced K-pop idol, all smiles and twinkling eyes. I wasn't expecting you to be in Shanghai, I tell him. You look great. He smiles. You do too. Are you kidding? I wouldn't miss a party like this. A waiter walks by with a tray of pink champagne, and Jason grabs two, passing one to me. Have a moment to catch up with your old friend? My feet protest, but it's nice to see Jason. Not that I have any romantic feelings for him anymore, but I do still care about him, and I'm curious about what he's been up to. I take the champagne and let him lead me out onto the balcony. The January night air makes our breath puff out in little clouds, but there are heaters placed around the deck for warmth. And anyway, the coolness and a welcome change from the heat of the crowded ballroom. I heard the tour was a big success, Jason said, leaning against the balcony railing. That must feel great. Hey, honey. Hey. Thanks, I say with a smile. It was our best yet. Around anyone else, this might seem like bragging, but I know Jason gets it. I take a sip of champagne, feeling nostalgic. When we first debuted, everything was so exciting and new, but half the time I felt like I had no idea what I was doing. Training is one thing, but when you're really out there with all these eyes on you, it's different. Jason finished for me. He laughs. Yeah, I remember. I looked up at the moon, thinking fondly back to the days when Jason called me Werewolf Girl. God, the butterflies I felt around him. Is there anything more intoxicating than first love? I'm happy for you, Rach, Jason says, squeezing my shoulder. So what's next for you? I saw you talking to that exec from SOAR. Do you have a new Rachel Kim host quiz show to look forward to? Launching a new side gig as a presenter? Must be about time you started working on whatever's next, right? I laughed and tell him about the radio show opportunity. Girl Forever still in its prime, with hopefully many years still ahead of us, but we all know that this career doesn't last forever. What will my life be like after K-pop? I suddenly wonder. It seems like too big a question to ponder right now as the music from the ballroom blasts on, filtering out through the balcony entrance. What about you? I asked Jason. What about you? I asked Jason, deflecting the conversation away from my minor existential crisis. What's going on in your career? He grinned, straightening his shoulders. Well, since you asked, you happen to be looking at the second male lead in Kim Hae-young's newest movie. I gasped. Are you serious? Kim Hae-young's movies are always makes me sob. She's like the biggest screenwriter in Korea. That's amazing. Thanks, he says, shining with excitement. Cena has been helping me prepare for the role, but I'm still nervous. It'll be my first time acting in a big production, in the production this big. You'll be great, I say. Will Cena be in the movie too? Jason and Juan Cena publicly announced their relationship over a year ago. So Jason has a new boo, okay? All right. She has a new boo. Her name is Cena. Okay. All right. Jason and Juan Cena publicly announced their relationship over a year ago. Being a popular K-drama star since she was a teenager, she was just as much star power as Jason, if not more. They're a cute couple with a great supportive fan base, and the media has basically dubbed them Korea sweethearts. It's been a while since I felt that way for anyone, and even though I know it's just as well, my life as an idol does not lend itself easily to romance. I can't help but miss it. Nope, she's already been tapped for a new drama, Jason said, breaking my reverie. They're still looking for female leads for this one. Actually, so if you're interested, he raises his eyebrow meaningly. I laugh. I'll keep that in mind. I'm sure my third grade teacher would give me a glowing recommendation. Did I ever tell you I played a piece of toast in the school play about food groups? A piece of toast? Woo, Rachel, I don't know. I think you may be too qualified for a Kim Hae-young movie. We both laugh. I feel a wave of emotion come over me. After everything we've been through, I'm grateful that Jason and I can still be friends. It could have ended in so many other ways, but I'm glad it ended here. And if he's thinking the same thing, Jason says, I'm so happy I caught you tonight. So, they're friends. They're friends now. That's cute. You know, they reconciled despite the mess that happened. So they're friends. Same, but it's time for a foot bath. These heels are killing me. Jason chuckles. How about we cheers to the end of the night since I hear you're an expert on all things toast? I roll my eyes at this cheesy dad joke, but hold up my champagne flute. To the next heartthrob of Hollywood. He smiles and raises his glass. To both of us, and whatever our futures may hold. We clink our glass and drink. A wave of determination courses through me as I return to my room to pack for the trip back to Seoul. When I get home, I'm going to start thinking more deeply about what I want, and make some plans. Jason was right about one thing. It is probably well past time to start thinking about what comes next. With any luck, I can build a career with DB's help that lasts beyond Girls Forever. Though at the moment, it's hard to imagine anything following forever. That was chapter 1, okay? That was quick. So we're going to go on chapter 2. The CIA should never. I mean, hold on. Wait, I read that wrong. The CIA should hire plus ever to work for them. Our fans tracking skills are seriously on another level. As soon as we step out the arrival gate at Incheon International Airport, we're met with a crowd of fans screaming our names. Our fan base was affectionately named themselves plus ever. So it's like a plus sign ever. Okay. So it's pronounced and ever. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So that's a play on forever. Okay. So in our name, but it's also meant to signify that they'll be by our side for eternity. Sometimes and evers will buy plane tickets on the same flight as us so they can be close to us. So they're confirming. So Jessica is confirming that these fans, we known this, but she's confirming Rachel, Jessica, okay girl, is confirming that these crazy fans will go and buy tickets just to see where these idols are going and sit with them and stuff like that. That's weird. That's weird. But from her perspective, she said that the fans are nice. So I'm like, okay. Most of the fans who do this are really sweet. If they see us, they're totally respectful and mindful of our spaces. They don't even need to talk to us. They're just happy to be in our presence. A silent signal of support. In fact, I'm pretty sure when I got up to stretch on our flight home, I saw a couple of evers through the half-open curtain between first class and coach. I smile, I can see their faces light up before I return to my seat. But now that we've landed and are surrounded on all sides by more fans, our bodyguards try to keep everyone at a distance. Okay. Clearing enough space for us to make our way out of the airport. Even so, it doesn't deter our fans from snapping photo after photo and yelling out to us. Girls forever! Forever! Uni, I love you! Rachel, you're just a style icon! Fashionista forever! I'm sorry, y'all, these voices. Okay. I grin at that. I'm especially pleased with my outfit today. A classic fitted blazer by Nell Kramer paired with raw hem boyfriend jeans, a high-heeled ankle boots. I topped off the look with circular black sunglasses perched on top of my head, my hair in natural curls down my shoulder. Airport fashion is a big deal in Korea, okay? Most of the time, our fans only get to see us in concert where we're wearing our performance clothes. The airport is where they can see us in our personal styles. There are entire Pinterest boards and Instagram accounts dedicated to K-pop airport fashions. It really is, y'all. It really is. I've seen people that are so obsessed with airport fashion. I'd be like, I don't be caring what I be wearing to the airport. Catch me in my bonnet, okay? Catch me in my bonnet and my furry slippers, okay, bruh? That's how we do it. When I went to Vegas on the airplane, child, I had my bonnet on. I didn't care. All right? Catch me with the bonnet on. Okay. And I know that among those photos, mine circulate widely. The rest of the girls look nice, but no one puts in as much time as I do in styling my outfits or has much fun doing it. I basically treat the airport like a runway. As we walk out of the airport into the three vans waiting for us, I adjust my camel Prada boho over my shoulder and inwardly grimace. The shoulder bag is my first big purchase for myself after our first #1 hit, which feels like a century ago. I still adore it, but it's the one thing I don't love about my outfit today. I've been meaning to get a new carry-on bag forever, one that has caught up to my aesthetic now, but I haven't found the one. Leah said I'm pickier with bags than I am with guys. It's possible. In the van, Sunhee starts reading aloud from her book. It's an over-the-top period romance about a count and a scullery maid, but despite the flowery image, I actually found myself getting into the story of the star-crossed lovers. Even as the world tries to tear them apart, they are drawn to each other with the unstoppable force of true love. If only that's how romance worked in real life. Sasha quivered as Francisco led her to her bedchamber. Ugh, son, he Jungian groans. In the rearview mirror, I catch our driver's eye, and we're both suppressed as a laugh. Jung is one of the 6 managers who ushered us from place to place and organized our schedules. Unlike our head manager who packs our days as we have 37 hours, not 24, Jung is always advocating for us to have time to rest, entertaining us with stories about his daredevil Australian shepherds. And he can be counted on to share a good natured eye roll with me when the other girls are being silly. After a few turns later, we pull up to our villa in the posh neighborhood of Shandongdong. Shandongdong. Just as a few flakes began to drift lazily from the sky, winter in Seoul is nothing short of magical, bringing with the excitement of new beginnings. Or maybe I just feel that way because it was winter when we first moved here. I remember my mom up to her eyes in cardboard boxes, asked my dad to take me and Leah out for the day so she could try to get us unpacked and settled without 2 kids running around the house or wreaking havoc. So Appa brought us to the outdoor skating rink downtown. I remember looking up at the buildings that rose around the rink. City Hall, the Metropolitan Library, the Plaza Hotel, all gleaming white and silver against the gray sky. I felt like I was inside one of Oma's snow globes from her prized collection. In that moment, all my nerves about moving here, starting a new school, and beginning my training at DB melted away. I felt safe. These days, when I think snow globe, it has an entirely different meaning. It's what the media calls the Girls Forever Villa, a perfect little world in the heart of Cheongdong. Real life, of course, is not. It's not quite so idyllic, but the name has stuck anyway. And on days like today, with the sky bright blue and the sun glinting off the thin layer of snow coating our front walk, it actually does feel kind of appropriate. Ugh, I'm so ready for spring, Suman says, pulling her hood tighter around her as she exits the van. I can barely feel my face. Mina taps the code on the keypad in our front door, and the rest of us follow behind. Finally, home sweet home. Kind of. Home used to mean an apartment full of familiar little comforts like vegetable-shaped magnets on the fridge, walls lined with family photos, Uma sitting cross-legged on the living room floor, folding laundry while watching the news, the sound of Appa singing in the shower at the crack of dawn, getting ready for his day at the boxing gym, or my younger sister Leah padding into my room in bunny-toed slippers, snuggling next to me in bed so we can stay up and gossip all night. Now home has floor to ceiling windows in the living room, an enormous balcony where you can see the Yongdong Bridge casting its twinkling lights over the Han River, where everyone goes to and have their 92-hour dates. Taeyeon and Ravioli. I'm just playing. Hey Ernestine. Sing dong dong. So I'm just gonna be honest. Some of these words in here are hard to pronounce. Okay, I'm not Korean. Some of these words are hard to pronounce. I'm not Korean, and I do apologize for mispronouncing the words. Okay, so yeah, it's whatever. Let's just have fun reading the book and go from there. And I do apologize for mispronouncing words. It's really not that serious, though. Okay. All right. But anyway, Ernestine, thank you for coming in. If you no spoilers, please. No spoilers at all. You know what I'm saying? Like just if you feel like there's spoilers, I mean, if there's excuse me, no spoilers at all. Okay. Please be mindful. Whatever. Hana, what's funny? Because it's really not funny to me. I'm being dead ass serious. Okay, it's really not funny. I'm trying to be serious and explain. I apologize for pronouncing words wrong. It may be funny to you, but to me, I'm being serious. Okay. Thank you. Anyway, um, let's see. I apologize for everybody out there. I'm not trying to be, I'm trying to sound upset. I'm just saying that there's some words in here that are Korean that is hard to pronounce. I'm trying my best to pronounce them, okay? And they may sound weird and whatever, but I do apologize for that. I'm trying my best, okay? I don't want to butcher anyone's language, okay? And I'm just saying, all right? My bad. Okay, so let me go on. It's luxurious for sure, but even after 5.5 years, it fully doesn't feel like home. Maybe it's the fact there are only two bathrooms. Two bathrooms for 9 girls. Who did the math on that? Had to be a man. So there's 9 girls. Yeah, some are hard, some are easy. I'm trying, like I'm just like, it's some of them are easy, some of them are hard. I don't want to be like, there, because I don't want to be like some people out there that's like very xenophobic and read the words, you know what I'm saying, and says them all like disrespectful and stuff like that. You feel me? Because there's some people that will like purposely butcher the stuff on purpose to be funny, and I don't want to be like that. That's why I'm like trying my best. And I actually, had my little translator here to tell me how to pronounce it in English, just in case I pronounce it wrong. So, you know what I'm saying? If I do pronounce it wrong, I do apologize. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be funny with it or do it on purpose. It's, there's some words in here, Korean words I cannot pronounce. You know what I'm saying? I just want to apologize. And Hana, I'm not trying to be upset with you, but you have to understand, like, this is, we're not everybody know how to pronounce all this stuff. Not everybody know how to pronounce it. You know what I'm saying? So, give me a break. You feel me? I'm just here to read the book and have fun. So yeah. But I do apologize for that. I don't want to get all worked up over it. We're gonna sit up here and read this book and whatnot and keep going. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. There we go. Ah, okay, I got up a notification. Okay, my bad. Yeah, I'm all right, y'all. I'm all right. It's fine. So okay, but thank you, MJ. I appreciate that. So it's 9 girls and 2 bathrooms. So everything about that makes me upset. You have 9 women in the house and 2 bathrooms. That is just right there. It's just, that is just a disaster in itself. Okay. If you have 9 girls, you got to at least have like at least 4 bathrooms. I want my own bathroom. Forget that. 2 bathrooms. Do you know as women how long we take in the bathroom? We got to get stuff together. We got to shave and shave and shave. Mamina, Lizzie, and Yunji played. Oh my God! Wow, I don't lost where I was at. Oh my God! Okay, while Mina, Lizzie, and Yunji rock paper scissors for the first pot post-flight showers, I beeline for the kettle to heat up some water for hot cocoa. while Sun Hee and Youngyun start brewing some tea. Wait, did you guys hear about N and G? Ari asked, swapping down on one of the stools at our kitchen island. I love the guys of N and G. This is a group. Okay? This is a group. So N and G. They debuted a couple years ago ahead of us, and we've gotten to know them pretty well. They're like our collective big brothers and older cousins. Know what's going on. Ari scrolls through her phone and reads out aloud. N&G, Namil and Gangnam, a forever subunit of K-pop boy group Royal Blue, announced today they'll be participating in an upcoming multi-group show this summer. This will be the duo's first performance since parting ways with their agency DB last year. So this is another group, okay? We're gonna let's debunk this, okay? Let's debunk this. N and G, okay? This is a group. They debuted it a couple of years before these girls, okay? And they were a former subunit of K-pop boy group Royal Blue. I'm trying to figure out who this is. I'm trying to figure out who this is. Who is this person? I'm trying to figure out who this is. Like, is this? I wonder who this is, man. Oh man, this is interesting. All right. So Ji-yoon rolls her eyes as she fishes for some matcha mousse Pocky in the pantry. Oh, that matcha Pocky is good as hell. That's not news. Gangnam Opa told me about that last week when we saw them in Taipei. Okay. Sounds like it. 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 Okay. It may not be news to Jung, but it's definitely news to me. Namil and Gangmin have really been quiet over the past year. No music releases, no TV appearances, no performance. But these are two people, though, that was in a group that left another. These were two people that left, that were in a big group that left the group. So, okay. It may be TVXQ. JYJ TVXQ. Okay, I guess they've been working really hard to hone their new sound as a duo. I'll be excited to see them perform this summer. Well, wait. SM didn't allow them to be on any like stages and things like that, though. That's the thing. They weren't allowed to like do any stages or anything. So this has to be somebody else. I don't know. It might be JYJ. Either way, y'all. This is some good tea. So wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. We're gonna let's see this. Let's see if this is what this is. Let's see what this is. Hana, I apologize for getting upset. Okay, I don't want to be upset with you. I don't want to be angry at you. I shouldn't have came at you that way, and I do apologize, sis. And that I apologize about that. Okay, but so let's see if this is what this is. Okay, because we about to read a little we gotta read this right now. Okay. What happened with N and G was major. Okay. It was major. Last year, they. Okay. Ooh, the tea. I just read the tea. Y'all ready? Ooh, wait. So what happened with N and G? Was major. Y'all better listen to this. Ooh-wee, and we're going to decipher who this is. They sued DB over the 13-year contracts They were forced to sign. They were all forced to sign. Shockingly, the boys actually won their case against the company, and as a result of all DB artists got to re-sign new shorter deals. Now we're only on the hook for 7 years at a time. Though with the optional 3-year extension, we're also required to agree to upfront. It still ends up being a 10-year commitment. When year 7 comes along, DB will put out a simple press release and make it look like we've all decided to remain a happy family for 3 more years. When in reality, that decision had been made a long time ago when we were trainees and had no say in the matter. Even so, what N&G were able to achieve was huge. I mindlessly stir milk in my cocoa as I think about how much we all owe to Namil and Gangnam. So, ah! Jessica just told us. Bruh. So now we understand how the contracts work in SM Entertainment. Now we understand the contracts are in SM Entertainment. Jessica sis, thank you for this book, girl. I appreciate that. So you're telling me, okay, so they're all forced to sign the contract, okay? And they have an optional 3-year extension, okay? And it still ends up being a 10-year commitment. And when that 7-year come, they put out these press releases like they're going to stay. And we see this all the time. Have y'all noticed that? Oh, we're still in negotiations. We're talking about it. Ooh, wee! Bruh, this shit just, oh! Rachel already gasped, still looking down the phone. I nearly spilled my cocoa down my blazer. You're on Nell Kramer's Instagram. Nell Kramer? Those 2 words, all thoughts of energy evaporate from my brain. I've been obsessed with Nell Kramer's fashion design since I first saw the 2-page spread in L of her all cerulean line. That's a pretty color, y'all. It's a pretty color. It's this shade of blue. Oh my God. Cerulean is such a pretty color. Is that, am I on her weekly inspo posts? I asked my voice, a reverent hush. Yes, she says, turning her phone around to show a picture of me at Incheon Airport this morning. No freaking way, Jian says in awe. A green biscuit stick hanging out of her mouth like a cigar. I squint at the phone screen, loving Rachel Kim's casual look in my blue blazer. The photo caption says, perfect for traveling. Rachel, how about you make your next trip my spring fashion show in Paris? Consider this an invitation. So, now, notice that some of these groups that have been there don't resign after 10 years recently. Yes. See? Jessica, girl. Book club girl. Where you at, girl? Ain't you a book club? Ain't you supposed to be over here? Jessica, girl. You is giving us all this tea. We rooting for you, girl. Thank you, girl. You got to write book number 3. You got Shine Bright. You need to put out a book called Glow. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you know what I'm saying? Deer in the headlights. Some girl. This is good, girl. Oh my goodness. So check these teas. So we're seeing the stuff about fashion coming up. So basically, this is foreshadowing Jessica, aka Rachel's, you know what I'm saying, journey into the fashion world and what she's doing currently now, as we see and as we speak. So we're seeing that. She already expressed how she likes to dress up and stuff, and how this person that she knows, like this fashion icon Neil Kramer, put her on her page and things of that nature, fighting her to fashion shows and all stuff, all that type of stuff. So this is leading up. This is the foreshadowing of what's about to happen in the future. So yes, this is gonna be great. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Oh my god. This is wonderful. Oh, this is gonna be a great book, y'all. I can already feel it. Oh, I can feel it in my bones. Okay, so here we go. Holy shit, she tagged me in the photo. Is this real life? What's going on? Mina asked, walking over with wet hair to see what the commotion is about. Rachel's airport photo went viral, and Neil Kramer posted it on her Instagram. Sunny gushes, looking possibly even more thrilled than I am. She invited me to her spring Paris fashion show, I say. Wow, congrats, Mina says mildly. Bathroom's free. After my shower, I find Mina, Lindsay, Yunji, and Sunhee sprawled out on the sectional sofa watching a variety show on TV. It's an episode of Let's Go Camping where celebrity guests go on short camping trips around Korea, usually involving a lot of hijinks and not enough socks packed. You talk about family outing or 2 days, 1 night. I think that's what it is. 2 days, 1 night. I'm just making sure. Yep, 2 days, 1 night. Yep, that's what it is. 2 days and 1 night. That used to be my show right there. Okay, Rachel, come watch, son. He says it's a rerun of the episode Mina was on. Mina groans. Do we have to watch this one? I swear I still have nightmares about how they made us fish for our dinner. Do you know how many worms I had to touch that day? Yep, this was either nope. This was family outing, because family outing you have to like fish and go in the wilderness and do all this stuff. Yeah, so she was on. Hold on, wait a minute. Taeyeon was on an episode of a family outing, and it had she was on an episode of Family Outing, and she was with Hong Ki in the episode, and I remember that episode. There was this little platform where everybody would speak their minds or something and jump off of it and stuff, and so she was singing, and then Hong Ki was singing. I remember that episode. Oh wow, man. Jessica makes us remember everything. She shudders to the memory and grasps for the remote, but Lizzie holds it over her head out of Mina's reach. You look so cute here, though, Lizzie coos, pausing the screen on an unflattering angle of Mina. Eyes half closed and face pulled in disgust as she slaps the mosquito off her arm. Look at you! Next album cover. Very funny, Mina growls, grabbing for the remote again while Yunji and Sunhee laugh. She whirls on Sunhee with a glare. Yeah! 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 Are you really going to be so disrespectful to your uni? Sunhee stops laughing, her cheeks turning red before she can reply. Youngin enters the living room wearing low slung sweatpants and a faded green piece t-shirt. Ugh, that looks like me the last time my mom made me come to her cafe, she says, nodding at the screen, which is now showing Mina gobbling a hot dog. She made me sit there for 3 hours and eat 6 bowls of pat bingsu so the customers would get to see their girls forever wives going to a sugar coma. The parents of K-pop idols sometimes, now listen, this is very important, okay? Okay? This is very important. I want y'all to listen to this, what I'm about to say, because we talked about this in past videos also. The parents of K-pop idols try to capitalize their children's fame to boost their family businesses. Like, we knew this, but we had to hear from word of mouth. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, sis. All of our biggest fans know that Young's mom runs the place, and it's not uncommon for crowds of Aunt Evers to visit the restaurant, hoping to catch a glimpse of the Jung's famous daughter and her friends. My phone dings in my hand. Speaking of family, my own family group chat has been buzzing since I turned my phone off airplane mode. Oma, did you eat enough while you're away? Come by our place this week if you have time. I bought some ginger lemon tea. I heard it's good for your voice. I smile. We come a long way since the days when she threatened to pull me out of DB's training program. I text back telling her I ate plenty, and I'm not going to pronounce this word, so I'm going to use Google Translate to say it for me. See? Let's see. Okay. So we're gonna. I'm gonna. All right.
You want to get some Exio lung?
All right. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. It's pronounced Cha Long Bao. Okay? Cha Long Bao. All right. Had to get it together. All right. All right. I did not want to butcher that. Xiao Long Bao and Shanghai was incredible. So those are actually dumplings. I had looked them up, and them dumplings look really delicious. And promised to try to come visit this week. But I know the chances of that actually happening are pretty slim. They live all the way across the river near Iwa's Women's University where Uma works. And even though we just got back, I'm sure DB will have our schedule jam packed. I feel the familiar tug of guilt and wish that being a good idol didn't so often come at the expense of being a good daughter. But just the thought of my DB schedule also had my mind spinning. I can't say exactly why that fleeting conversation with Jason got under my skin, but I still can't stop mulling over what he said. That it's probably time to start thinking about what comes next. The idea feels so big and vague, but if he's right, then maybe I should follow in Jason's steps and give songwriting a try. If DB supported him in that way, they might see it as a path for me one day too. I haven't even tried writing any lyrics in the past few years. My little blue notebook is probably growing mold in my nightstand. I go back into my room and close the door, knowing I probably only have a few minutes of privacy left before my roommate, Gigi, joins me. Opening the drawer of my bedside table, I pull out my blue notebook and flop onto my bed. Flipping past outfit sketches and the relics from my brief attempt to bullet journaling, I open to a fresh blank page and wait for the creative juices to start flowing. I'm not good. You know what? I should take out my tongue ring while I'm reading. That's better. Woo, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. Okay. I am cap my fine tip ink pen and jot down. When I see you from across the street, my heart already knows that you're the one I want to meet. Too cheesy. Your lips on mine, that would be so fine. I think that you would taste like the sweetest of wines. Okay, no, no, no. I cringe and stop writing. All of these lyrics feel wrong, and not just because they're cheesy. They feel wrong because I feel wrong. Trying to write a love song when I'm not even in love and haven't even been in a very long time. God, I really need to get my mojo back. I open my closet and start pairing my outfits for the week. Nothing like styling my clothes to get my mind back in its happy place. There's a knock on the door, and Sunheat pokes her head in, hair damp from showering. Her pixie cut is growing out, curling naturally behind her ears. A few months ago, Sunheat parents demanded that DB cut off all her hair, saying that it would help set her apart from the rest of us. We may be international superstars, but sometimes our parents still see us as 11-year-old girls who need their careers managed. After the haircut, the girls call her Pororo. Pororo. Zara likes that show on Netflix. Little, the little penguin with all those that little crocodile that be acting weird and stuff. Yeah, she likes that show. Um, for weeks, referring to the helmet wearing cartoon penguin. I can tell she still feels self conscious about it by the way she's always playing with the ends, but I think it looks cute on her. It totally goes with her chirp like face. Can I come in? She asked. Sure, I said. I don't mind. Sure, I say. Don't mind all the clothes on the bed. I'm just getting my outfits ready. Sunhee steps in wearing her fluffy bathrobe and looks down at my bed, lightly touching the vintage baton mint floral dress that I laid out for tomorrow. I love your airport outfit today, she says wistfully. No wonder Neil Kramer tagged you. I wish I was styles as you. My photos never come up on airport fashion watches. Now let's figure out who this is, okay? Let's figure out who this is. I feel another thrill when I think about it. Will I really be able to go to Paris Fashion Week this spring? It sounds surreal. What are you talking about? I pat a free spot on the bed for her to sit down. Everyone was raving about that cute little shift you wore at Narita. I could tell that Sunheat needs some hyping up. She's always visiting my room when she needs a pep talk. You know that Burberry shirt dress? I'm dying for one, but they're much better on you. You think so? She says, perking up a little. Definitely. Here. I rummaged in my closet and pulled out white laced up ankle boots. These will look hot with that dress. You can borrow them if you want. Really, son? He squeals. She takes the boots and then throws her arms around me. I die. Thank you. In a lot of ways, she reminds me of Leah. Their personalities are totally different, but in age, only 2 years apart. And I find myself automatically slipping into the older sister role around Sunhee. It's not just her I see as a sister. For better or for worse, all the Girls Forever members are like my sisters. We argue and bicker, but we also live life together, and we know way too many intimate details about each other. Like how Jung can recite every single line of the movie Tangled, how the only thing that will soothe Suman's killer cramps are lot happy promise custard cakes. I spend more time with them than I do with my actual family. And while I might not be as close with them as I am with Leah, the least I can do is be there for them when they need me. Seriously, you are the best, Rach, Sunny says, already putting on the boots, which looks slightly ridiculous paired with her bathrobe. No worries, I smiled. What are sisters for? So y'all think this is Sunny? Who y'all think this is? Because she says she never gets any like any airtime or anything like that. All right. The next day we all head to DB's gym for a mandatory workout sesh. I almost wipe out on the treadmill twice, thinking about having to ask Mr. No permission to attend Nell's Kramer fashion show. Finally, our trainer cuts us loose and I make my way to the DB boardroom, and I know that Mr. No and the other execs will be finishing up their regular Wednesday meeting. I wait outside door, trying to steady my breath, ragged from the 2 hours of cardio and from the nerves that are coursing through my bodies. Don't worry. I'm sure he'll say yes, son, he says encouragingly. I jump at the sound of her voice, then turn to realize that all eight girls forever girls are lingering in the hallway, waiting to see what DB answer would be. Besides Mina's solo stint on Let's Go Camping, none of us has really done any kind of solo promotion or event. While some of the girls, like Sun, are clearly rooting for me, I can tell others are torn between hoping he'll say no because they're jealous of the trip and hoping he'll say yes because what it could mean for them going forward. The doors open and various DV execs stream out. We bow as they pass, but they're so deep in conversation that they don't notice us. Would be amazing opportunity, one of the execs, Miss Shim, is saying. Another one, Mr. Lim says. Not every day you get interest in Vogue. I pause. Did I hear Vogue? I'm dying to know what they're talking about, but my moment has come. The conference room is now empty except for Mr. No sitting at the end of the mahogany table reviewing some documents in a sleek leather folder. As Mr. Han looks over his shoulder and jots down the notes, I smooth my ponytail and do a quick check for BO and then knock on the door. Excuse me, Mr. No. He looks up from his papers. Rachel, he says with a surprise. And hello, what's this? He says, noticing the crowd of girls behind me. I was wondering if you might have a minute to discuss something, I asked. Of course. Come in. Girls come in. He adjusts his glasses and exchanges a glass with Mr. Han. In fact, this is perfect timing. We were just about to call you all in for a meeting. They were? Why? Could it have something to do with the execs we're talking about as they left the meeting? Has the girl forever been offered an opportunity with Vogue? We step inside, bowing in, greeting Mr. Han and Mr. No, and assemble ourselves around the table. There's a pause. I'm not sure if I should start or if I should let Mr. No tell us whatever it was he was calling us in for, but then Mr. No says, now, Rachel, you had something to discuss? I explained about the invitation from Neil Kramer showing Mr. No the Instagram post. I wrap up saying it would be an honor to attend the fashion show and that would, of course, make sure it doesn't conflict with any current schedules, Girls Forever commitments. I fold my hands and wait. Moments pass, and my heart clenches. I see the back and forth of Mr. No's face, his brow furrowing deeper by the second. What a lucky day, Rachel, he says at last. Looks like you're going to Paris. He smiles stiffly. We'll have the managers added to your schedule. I released the breath I was holding in one big gush. Thank you, Mr. No. I can't tell you how now, Mr. No says, cutting me off. I swallow the rest of my words mid-sentence. I guess we're done talking about this then. I have some exciting news for you girls. He leans forward in the seat. You've all been invited to be on the episode of 1, 2, 3, Win. Oh, so not Vogue? And I've seen a few episodes of 1, 2, 3, Win. It's a show where celebrities come on to compete against each other in a bunch of games that are either super intense or super embarrassing, or both super intense and super embarrassing at the same time, like having to eat a double pack of bulldog ramen, then run a 5K race and an inflatable dinosaur costumes. Fun to watch, but not exactly something I dream of doing myself. That sounds like Running Man to me. It'll be a special 2-part destination episode filmed in Singapore early next month, Mr. Hans adds. I perk up as the girls immediately start buzzing with excitement. Singapore, and that changes things. I love Singapore. You'll be competing against 3 other girl groups on the show, including DB's news group, Say Go. Say Go? Is this FX? Say Go, Mr. No adds. I brighten up even more. Not long after I debuted, Leah joined DB Entertainment as a trainee. Girl, I knew it. If you don't know, Leah is Rachel's sister. Didn't we call this? She just confirmed that like right after she became a trainee, Leah, her sister, became a trainee. Ah, and what's the FX? The group is called Say Go. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Child, this is great. This is great. I'm loving this. I am loving this. I am loving this. I am loving this. Ooh wee. We're gonna keep reading. We're gonna go to chat. We're gonna get to chapter 4, y'all. Ooh wee. It's been a 5-year time skip, actually, Usagi. It's been 5.5 years since the first book. Since she joined DB. So it's been 5.5 years. This is interesting. Ooh wee. So it's been a 5.5 year time skip between the first book and this book. So we gonna see some stuff unfold, bruh. It is stuff's about to get serious, y'all. Oh my goodness! So we have been presented with FX, y'all. After a few years of training, she debuted with her own girl group, Say Go. If Leah was going to be there, then I'm sold. Bring on all the show contestants. Mr. Noah dismisses us, and the girls start chatting about Singapore's famous chili crab restaurant and the rooftop infinity pool at the iconic Marina Bay Sands Hotel. But I hang back. I just have to know. Mr. No? Mr. No, I say, clearing my throat. He looks up from his papers as if surprised to still see me standing there. Did I hear Mr. Lim mention that Vogue is interested in working with us? Almost immediately his eyes narrow behind his mirror-tinted glasses as he shakes his head. No, he says, curtly going back to his papers. There's no opportunity at Vogue for this group. Oh, but I thought I heard, Rachel, you got your Paris trip. I advise you to be satisfied with that and leave the promotional opportunities to me, he says coolly. Then he nods to Mr. Han, who gets up from the table and walks towards where I'm standing in the doorway for a moment. I think I see the slightest hint of sympathy in Mr. Han's eyes, but then the door is slammed in my face. Dang! He had to slam the door in her face. All she asked? Come on. So allegedly, Lisa been slammed the door in Rachel's face. Hey, Akos. Hey, sis. He had slammed that door in the girl's face like that. All she asked was a question. Dang. Hey, Paris. Hey, all new people that's coming into the chat, please do not post spoilers. Absolutely don't post. I'm sorry. Post spoilers, please. All right. We're going to go ahead and read chapter 3. Let's go ahead and read chapter 3. Ooh, this is hot. Okay. Do you know these beaches are artificial, Youngin says, peering through her sunglasses at the pristine white sand? The sand is imported. How could you possibly know that, Suman asked. I read about it on the flight over. Suman lets out a low whistle. Not bad for a man-made beach. As soon as we arrived in Singapore, we were whisked off to Sentosa, an island off the southern coast. It may only be early February, but the climate in Singapore is basically endless summer. I'm praying that my skin come across on camera as naturally dewy, not like I'm drowning in humidity. As the camera crew gets set up, I scan the beach, taking in the blue-green water dotted with the cargo ships off in the distance. Farther down the sand, there's a group of people playing beach volleyball, hurling the back and forth like pros. Then my eyes land on the best sight of all. Uni! Leah and her 4 Sago groupmates are clustered under a silver shade from a nearby palm tree. I grab my own groupmates and rush over to Leah, giving her a big hug. Hi, everybody, Leah says, giving us all a quick bow and friendly wave. Nice skirt, I say, bumping hips with her, and she gives me a playful eye roll. That's one thing I noticed about Crystal and Jessica. They have such a good relationship with each other. Those girls love each other. They've been in this industry for a while. So it's good that they have that support system for each other, especially in that company, because I know they had some rough times. So it's good to see her. It's just good that they're still, despite everything that's happened, Crystal will always support her sister no matter what. And that's love right there. And I know they had their own show at one point where it was just them two, especially everything that would happen after the situation when she got kicked out the group. I'm just glad that, Jessica's a really good big sister. And she's been there for her, and Crystal's been there for her, vice versa. So it's good to see that dynamic in their relationship, especially in the book also. So I think that's cute. That's right, Subin. No matter what happens, that girl has her back. As soon after Crystal's contract ended, Crystal dipped. She's like, "Nah, I'm with my sister." So, it's cool. It's cool. Let's see. Her mini neon daisy print skirt, which she paired with a simple yellow baby tee, was looted from my closet last summer. Most of the girls waved back, then started mingling with the other groups we'll be competing against. But Mina and Lizzie just stared at Leah with tight-lipped smiles. I pulled Leah aside and started to ask about her flight over, but Lizzie mutters loud enough for us to hear. Did you see the way she bowed to us? That was barely even a bow. Oh! 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 Shade! Yep, Mina says. She's a year younger than Sunhee too. She really doesn't know how to respect her Sundays. This happens every time Leah interacts with girls forever. It's no secret that some of the girls resent how quickly Leah was able to get into DB and debut, especially when some of them have been hoping to get their own sisters on the same track. So more plot twists. So allegedly, Rachel, aka Jessica, is putting out there that some girls in the group were a little bit jealous and upset that her sister got into DB faster than their relatives was. So there's animosity behind all that. Oh, wow. Okay. It's coming together. Lizzie has sisters only a year younger. Is only a year younger than Lizzie, and Lizzie been trying to get her into DB for years, but for some reason or another, DB won't sign her. Leah just smiles, rolls her eyes at me, showing that Lizzie and Mina comments haven't phased her. Do you remember to put on sunscreen? I asked her. Trust me, after that one family trip to Hyundai Beach, I'll never forget again. Yeah, they hating on this girl. They hating on her. Ooh, child. Jessica, I want to thank you for, this wonderful, source material that you have provided in this book for us, child. We just appreciate it, girl. Trip to Hyundai Beach. I'll never forget again. She makes a face. Red as a lobster, we stay together in Uma's signature concerned tone. We were just talking about that trip the other night, Leah says. Oma picked up fish cakes for dinner. They were good, but not Busan's level good. I still dream about those ones we got at the Hyundai Beach. When Leah debuted, I made her agree to live at home with Uma and Appa instead of moving in with her group mates right away. She was even younger than I was when I debuted, and I wanted Leah to still get to be a kid, to have someone tuck her in when she was sick, fuss over her when she's stressed. Now, hearing her describe their cozy night at home, reminiscing about our favorite family vacation over yummy takeout, I feel a swirling mix of nostalgia, jealousy, and guilt. I never did manage to get over to their place for a visit. As I suspected, our post-tour schedule was packed with welcome home appearances and recovery sessions with our vocal coaches and physical therapists. I felt like I barely unpacked my bags when suddenly I was packing them again to come to Singapore. Of course, my parents said they understood, but I can always tell when they're disappointed. Appa's last text to me only featured two emojis. No problem, daughter. Hope to see you soon. Instead of his customary dozen. Oh, it's a little smiling face with a little palm tree. Anyway, Leah says, shaking me from my thoughts. I better rejoin the stage go. Can't let them think I'm fraternizing with the competition. I laugh and Leah gives me a wink before heading back to her own group. And then I see them. Teen Valentine. So this is another group, okay? I don't know if this is I don't know if this group was in SM or is this another group in general, but this is a group, y'all. So y'all try to figure out who this is. And then I see them. Teen Valentine, an 8-member group that debuted 3 years ago. My gaze slowly drifts over to a familiar face, and my breath catches in my throat. Akari, y'all! Oh, Akari's back, girl. I thought Akari had disappeared, girl. I thought Akari had just depisitated, or she just left and went into the ether, and we was gonna never see Akari again. Oh, Akari, girl, you just left this girl. Oh, I'm so happy to see her. If y'all don't know who Akari was, when she was training with Rachel, that was her homegirl and stuff like that. And y'all, she had a rough time training too, y'all, because she's a foreign member, she's Japanese, and folks are just getting at her and just yelling at her. Talking about they was being mean to her. Like Akari was having a bad time. And then all of a sudden Akari had said some stuff. She was trying to talking to her through a text message and stuff, and she just disappeared. She went ghost. We ain't never seen Kari again. Why, Kari, girl, where you going now? Kari's back. Yay. I wish AE was in here so she know that Akari is alive. She's alive, y'all. Amen, amen, amen. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. So Akari's back. It's Akari Masuda, my former best friend and fellow DB trainee. That is before she was traded to another label, and I never saw her again. So she's in another label now, okay? And she's in an 8-member group. Okay, not never. I saw her from afar at the Rara Awards ceremony in Tokyo not too long ago, and I know we've been at a lot of the same events, but we never crossed paths. Not like this, not so close. She's definitely changed, but it's unmistakably Akari. I could tell from the gracefulness in her steps, a ballerina walk I used to be able to recognize in DB halls from a mile away, and by the way her eyes widen in surprise when she sees me here on the beach. It's the same look she used to get when I tell her horror stories about my encounters with Chu Mina in our trainee days. Okay, ladies, gather around. The host of the show is MC Yang, a famous comedian who's been hosting popular reality shows since I was a kid. Appa and I love him. He's based UJ Suk. Come on now. Who's Korea's uncle? UJ Suk. Everybody loves that dude. That's a good ass dude. I love him too. Okay. So we gather as he starts explaining the rules of the game. Something about a series of competitions around the island and how points will be distributed. Honestly, I'm only half paying attention. All I can think about is what I'm going to say to Akari if I ever get the chance. If I get the chance. What can I say? Hey, Akari, sorry I was a shit friend to you when we were trainees and we haven't been in touch at all since you were traded, but it's so good to see you. Even thinking the words inside my head makes me cringe. I wish I knew exactly how to make amends and tell her how guilty I feel for the way our friendship fell apart. But so much time has passed between us that I hardly know where to begin. Are you ready, MC Yang asked, pulling my focus away from thoughts of apologizing to Akari and back to the task at hand. Yes, all the girls shout. Just what I like to hear. MC Yang chuckles at our enthusiasm. Then here we go. 1, 2, 3, win. As much as the girls and I were more excited to be in Singapore than to be on the game show itself, now that we're playing, we're determined to claim victory. I can feel the competitive fire spreading through our group. Stop cheering for the other team, Mina yells at me every time Lee and I high five each other during the game or cheer each other on. Dang, they sisters. She can't tell her sister what's up, hey? Boy, Mina's a hater, bro. Just because I want to win doesn't mean I can't hype up Leah while I'm at it. MC Yang smiles at our display of sisterhood, shouting, "Go, Kim sisters! You two could form your own two-person team." The cameras also love it. They zoom in on every interaction between me and Leah. It's been so long since we had the chance to spend any time together. I'm sure joy is radiating on my face each time we pass each other in a relay race or make eye contact during a game. When it's time for the during eating contest, we try to stop ourselves from gagging as they present the slices of fruit. Oh my God, I know that stuff stinks, y'all. MC Yang explains that the smell is so strong and so notoriously bad that it's actually banned on the MRT, Singapore's mass transit system. I catch Leah making a grossed out face behind MC Yang's back and throw a hand over my own face to hide my giggle, but I'm sure the cameras catch it anyway. The cameras are eating up Mina's competitiveness too. I'm pretty sure they think she's exaggerating for television, but I know Mina. That's 100% real. She hates losing more than anything. No matter how small the stakes are, it must be in her blood. When Ari falls behind in her egg and spoon race because she can't run fast enough in her 4-inch wedge espadrillas, Mina shouts at her to just take them off, saying, "Come on, choose, don't lose," before blushing and correcting herself. I mean, girls forever, don't lose. Come on, Ari, just go barefoot. By the time we get to the beach volleyball competition, our fire is at an all-time high. We may not be nearly as good as the people I saw playing on the beach earlier, but we move like a well-oiled machine. I pass the ball to Mina, who perfectly positioned to bump in over Gion, who spikes it over the net with a loud, satisfying slap. The ball bounces from Ari to Suman to Jungum, never once touching the sand. What we lack in athleticism, we make up for synchronization. Just like photo ops on the red carpet, we know exactly where to position ourselves relative to the rest of the group, shifting our formation seamlessly just like we do in our choreography. The other groups don't stand a chance against us. And maybe we can get on each other's nerves sometimes, but we're always able to come up together when there's something on the line, even if it's just a silly game show. Finally, after a full day of nonstop challenges and a big show of tallying up the points, the judges officially declares Girl Forever the winner of 1, 2, 3 win. Yay! There was a star-shaped confetti and a party music. Mr. MC Yang hands us a trophy, a big trophy with the number 1 on it. The whole thing is kind of ridiculous, but I swear it feels almost as sweet as the first time Girls Forever won Artist of the Year at Rara, aka Mama. Boy, Jessica girl. I just know I said Rara. I'm like, Rara, don't you mean the mama? Child. Anyway, with filming complete, we decide to celebrate our victory with drinks in our suite on the Capella Hotel, which has a private indoor jacuzzi with views of the water. Our managers tell us we have the rest of the day off here in Sentosa. And then tonight we'll be heading back into the city and spending one last night in Singapore before flying home to Seoul tomorrow morning. Team Valentine is heading for the airport now, loading their shuttle van with dejected faces. I watch Akari go, guilt and sadness pressing against my chest. Today's shoot was such a whirlwind, constantly moving between filming locations, crew members shouting instructions at every time the cameras stopped rolling that we never did get a chance to connect. I feel the pang of another lost opportunity as the van pulls out of the parking lot. I guess there will be no apologies today. I could sit here forever, Yunji sighs, sinking deeper in the water. The hot tub is surrounded by lush greenery with a mini waterfall flowing down one of the stone walls. It really feels like we found a little corner of paradise. Same, Suman said blissfully. Ugh, leave me here. Just leave me here. I don't want to go to back. I don't want to go get back on that plane tomorrow. It's so cold at home. She makes a face. I can't wait for the day when technology is advanced enough to make teleportation a thing. No more flying. How are you going to backpack around the world one day if you hate airplanes so much? Ari teases. Told you. Teleportation, somebody says pointedly. Lizzie plucks a piece of pineapple off the edge of her glass and pops it into her mouth, raising an eyebrow. Since when did you want to backpack around the world, Soon? Since always, Suman says. It's been on my bucket list ever since I was a kid. I'd never taken Suman for a world traveler type since she hates flying so much. But now that she mentions it, I can totally picture her trekking across the globe with nothing but a big backpack on her shoulder. I can see that. I say, my bucket list item is performing on Broadway or in the West End, Ari says wistfully. Really? Youngum says from underneath the waterfall, the water massaging her shoulders. But you always tell me, the fans, that you never want to do anything other than K-pop. Ari shrugs. I don't want to disappoint them, but I really love musicals. It would be dreamy to be in one, wouldn't it? I've never thought about it before, but I can picture that too. Ari always had the most dramatic facial expressions in our music videos. She would be great in theater. Um, My dream is to start a dance school back in my hometown, Jung says. Originally from Daegu, she moved up to Seoul to live with her aunt when she started training at DB. Her parents are still in Daegu, though. I always gotten the impression that she'd like to visit more often. It's been ages since she's last been there. I want to have a family. I want to get married and have a big family, Yunji says. How big are we talking, Suman says? Like 3 kids or 7? Yunji says, the more the merrier. I'm an only child, so growing up, I always wished I had a house full of kids, of other kids to play with. I wanted to make sure my kids had that in the future. As the middle child in a set of 5, I should warn you that bigger is not always better, Youngin says, making Yunji laugh. I lean back in the hot tub and take a sip of my drink. I find myself a little envious of how clear a vision they each have for their futures. When I try to picture myself pursuing some specific creative dream outside of K-pop, all I see is a blank page, like the empty pages of my blue leather notebook every time I try to write some lyrics. How's the songwriting going, Rachel? Mina asks. I lean forward so quickly I almost spill my entire passion fruit margarita in the water. It's spooky how well we all know each other. Sometimes it's like we can literally read each other's minds. I look toward Mina, sits on the opposite end of the hot tub with just her toes in the water, her huge sunglasses, mascara eyes. Songwriting, Angie asks. Yeah, that song she's been working on lately. It's in that blue notebook. I continue to look at Mina in surprise. I didn't think anyone knew about it. Please. I noticed everything, she smirks, answering my unasked question. Then her face softens to a thoughtful ponder. You know, I actually admire your hustle and independence. Wait, is Chu Mina complimenting me? I blink at her, my brain not fully processing the conversation. Thanks, I said finally. I mean, Paris, a solo album. You're so active about going after what you want. Uh-oh. Do I feel some tension in the air? When you're a part of the group, especially a hugely successful one like Girls Forever, the word solo albums are loaded. While one of us might actually occasionally sing a solo song for a movie's original soundtrack, idols rarely do entire albums on their own when they still part of the group. That's usually reserved for when you launch a solo career, and when one person breaks away, it's often like pulling out a Jenga block. That one missing piece can send the whole tower crashing down. Oh, I'm not looking to do a solo album or anything, I say, staring at my own reflection in Mina's dark sunglasses. I need her to know I'm being honest, and I need her to stop making trouble where there is none. Those lyrics are just for fun, a creative outlet like Young Guns Bacon. I say, even though so far fun would be a strong word to describe an experience, more like slightly better than going to the dentist. It's more like making sure I practice and try to get good at writing the piece of it. Youngja can make some of your creative outlets when we get home. I'm dying for more of your chocolate croissants. Actually, I think one day I like to go abroad to study fashion, I say softly and surprise myself, and maybe even design my own line one day. So, y'all, are y'all hearing this? We're hearing this right now, okay? Everything's coming together slowly, okay? Mina got all salty and she said, "So you trying to go solo?" And the girls looked at her. So Rachel was like, "Bro, I want to have my own fashion stuff." Y'all see how stuff is coming together? Everything's slowly coming together. All right. Actually, seriously don't know where that idea came from or if anyone's listening more. They seem to have moved on to debating whether Youngum's chocolate croissants are better than her vanilla cream stuffed donuts, but even so, I can't stop myself from saying it out loud for the first time. Maybe it's not such an outlandish idea. Every time I open my blue notebook to try to write some song lyrics, I flip past all the outfit sketches I used to draw. Yeah, yes, yes, get good, girls, get good. Yes, hoes get good, girls get good. Okay. Eventually, I opened my blue notebook and tried to write some song lyrics. I flipped past all the outfit sketches I used to draw. I used to love sketching, but somewhere along the path to becoming a K-pop star, that hobby fell away. And between how excited I got when I thought there was a possibility of doing something with Vogue and how excited I get every time I think about opening my upcoming trip to Paris, maybe this fashion could be my thing. But just because fans are like my airport style or one designer gave me love on Instagram doesn't necessarily mean I have the chops or try for real someday. Hold on, I want to look up something. I want to look up something. I have to look this up. Hold on. So, okay. So Jessica went to in 2019. She went to Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week. I had to look that up. I was like, let me go ahead and see some right quick. Okay, I had to look. Sorry about that. So you would be great at that, Rachel. Son, he says, giving me an encouraging smile. I could totally see you in London somewhere studying fashion, June adds. My heart glows. So they did hear me and they think I would be great, really. Wow. Would DB allow something like that though? Mina the hater says. Swirling through the straw. It doesn't say that in the book, but it does say would DB allow something like that. I just call her a hater because she's a hater. Studying fashion, designing your own line, they probably say it would take too much time away from your girls forever schedule. Ooh! Woo-hoo! Bruh, I'm gonna read you this again. Mina says, studying fashion, designing your own line, they probably say it would take too much time away from your girls forever schedule. Mm, 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 mm. Y'all go ahead and get the likes up, y'all. Sigh, leave it to Mina to ruin the mood. Again, we're talking about the future. What's your bucket list dream, anyways? Mine, Mina blinks. I don't have one. I thought you said you wanted to act in Hollywood one day, Lizzie says. That's just between us, Mina says, shooting her look. Besides, I didn't mean it like a bucket list dream or anything. It's just something that I thought might be fun. Sorry, I didn't know it was a secret, Lizzie says, biting her lip. Well, For what it's worth, I think you totally fit in Hollywood. Me too, I agree. And I mean it. I've never heard Mina talk about Hollywood before, but she definitely got the glamour for it and the ambition. Me three, Ari adds. A corner of Mina's lip quirks up in a smile. I think so too. Her smile fades. My dad would never go for it. He wants me to stay in Korea forever where he can keep an eye on me. There's a deflated note in her voice, but she quickly shrugs it off before any of us can comment. She lifts her sunglasses, her eyes shining with a wicked grin. So I guess I'll just have to settle for a more achievable bucket list dream. Oh, what's that? Yunji asks. World domination, obviously. Ooh, so cheesy, Lizzie says, rolling her eyes. Mina splashes water at Lizzie with her foot, making Lizzie scream and splash her back. As soon as all the girls are splashing each other and yelling and laughing and trying to protect their drinks, I laugh along, but my mind keeps playing, keeps circling back to what Mina said. I know I said I was talking about the future, but truthfully, I've been imagining a future that's sooner rather than later. Would DB really not support me if I wanted to do something fashion related now? By the time we leave Sentosa and head back into Singapore to check into our hotel for the night, I'm beat from a long day in the sun. It's a perfect evening to turn in early. I'll order dim sum from room service and try on out some new sheet masks. I'm just deciding between the pearl serum and aloe soothing. When Leah shows up in my room bursting with energy, I swear this girl never gets tired. We're sneaking out, she says, holding a pair of sunglasses. You have your sunnies on right? Sneaking out, I laugh. DB does keep us on a tight leash, and curfews are not unheard of, even for idols. But it's only 4 p.m., and we're not children. We can leave the hotel we want to without whatever cloak and dagger scheme Leah seems to be concocting. By the way, you know that people can actually still identify you even with sunglasses on, right? I can see like 78% of your face. Please, Uni, Leah says, lowering her glasses so I can see her puppy dog eyes. When we are ever going to get an opportunity like this, me, you, and Singapore with free time on our hands, even the bodyguards have a night off. Besides, everybody knows the paparazzis are basically illegal in Singapore. So we'll be fine. It's true. Singapore has very strict laws about photographing, photograph. Oh my goodness, hold on. I need to get the glasses. Hey, I gotta get the glasses. I gotta get the glasses. Gotta get the glasses. Oh my goodness. Got 3,000 years old and I can't see, bruh. Okay. Photographing celebrities. Oh my goodness. So we're able to fly under the radar pretty easily here. Still, I think longingly of my plans to snuggle up in a big fluffy bath robe for the rest of the evening. We'll only go out for a couple of hours and we'll come straight back to the hotel. I have to get back by then for a little practice time. Say go girls tonight anyway. Leah says, bouncing on the walls, on the balls of her feet. We have a show as soon as we get back to Seoul tomorrow, and Yibin is feeling totally underprepared. I think that's how long it's been since Leah and I spent real time together. Seeing her today has been great, but running all of her Sentosa, competing in wacky challenges, doesn't really make for quality sister bonding. And with Leah now her own path to success, moments like this, where we have overlapping free time, will be harder and harder to come by. We could just cuddle up and do face masks here in the room, but then Singapore does have an incredible shopping scene. It'll be a shame to let that go to waste. All right, I say. I grabbed my own cat eye sunglasses and slipped them in my face just for a couple of hours. A couple of hours, Leah agrees. She slips her arm through mine and points towards the door. Well, let's go. So since AE is here, I'll go ahead and read a little bit of chapter 4 just for her because she was sleepy. She was tired. Okay. It's a short chapter, so I'm going to go ahead and read it. Okay. Orchard Rose is the definition of shopping luxury. The long boulevard is lined with brand name shops and futuristic neon lit department stores. I feel like I dropped right in the middle of my very own paradise. We browse souvenirs at Tang, Singapore's oldest department store. We get lost in Ion, a massive, dazzling shopping complex with 8 levels of stores, trying on sunglasses at Celine, shoes at Chanel, scarves at Hermes, excuse me. Oh, Leah laughs, her face tinted with just Hermes, okay? First of all, this stuff is just too expensive. It's cute, but it's expensive, okay? I know there's brand. Oh, expensive ass clothes. Girl, you welcome, AE. You know I love you, girl. You know I love you, girl. You know I love you, girl. Yes, it could be Taeyeon or it could be Suyeon. But the thing about, Suyeon is rich. Amina's rich in the group, but it could be Taeyeon. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, hold on. Hermes is way too expensive. It's like expensive, y'all. Don't make we have one here in Georgia. Like some of the shoes to me, like I'm not about to sit up here and pay $1,000 for a pair of sneakers. That's basically how much their stuff costs, y'all. Like their shoes are like $600, $300. Like, oh my god, like purses, like little bags and stuff. They're like a change purse is like $800, y'all. Like it's the dumbest thing ever. Their stuff is way too expensive. But I love you. I love you, girl. I love AE. How I love thee. Let me count the ways I love you, girl. Okay, let me stop. Leah laughs with her face tinted with purple neon light pulsing from the LED walls of the shopping mall as we leave Dior and head towards Prada. Aren't you glad I made you come out? Yes, to think I almost chose room service over this. Come on, let's go. Um, the evening passes in a blur of stores and lights and laughing with Leah, trying on everything and taking a million selfies together. Leah was right. There aren't any paparazzis waiting around the corner to bombard us with photos. And the longer we stay out, the more I feel relaxed I feel. As we enter our 10th or maybe 100th, who's counting store, my eyes immediately zero in on the display of bags against the wall, specifically one bag, a robin's egg blue Balenciaga goatskin satchel with stitching detail on the top strap. Dang, Jessica knows her fashion. She just describing everything, girl. Okay, Balenciaga, girl. You got Balenciaga money. Can I get a Balenciaga check? Okay. Drawn like a magnet, I gravitate towards it, feeling my pulse race. The leather is soft to touch, and it smells impossibly like fresh starts and second chances. Okay. Almond ice cream and gardenias. It's big enough for a book, phone, makeup bag, and handheld mini fan, which are all I really need in life. And it's sturdy without feeling heavy. The strap slings snugly over my shoulders like it was meant to share. I've read articles about this sweet thing, but it's my first time seeing it in person. And I know that this is it. The perfect complement to my airport look. My heart is in handbag form, aka the one. Uni, the door. I'm obsessed, Leah says, coming up from behind me. It has you written all over it. Right. My voice comes out hushed like we've stumbled into a church, which we basically have, since I'm pretty sure what I'm experiencing is a spiritual awakening. Girl done found her Balenciaga bag and she done had a whole like spiritual awakening. I flip over the price tag. It's, well, what you expect from a religious experience in the shape of a satchel. Are you going to get, Leah asks? I'll not be able to sleep at night until I own it. Regret my entire life if I don't buy it. Never have these feelings of true bag love again. Think about it. I finish reluctantly as the rational 5% of my brain reawakens and begins screaming alarm bells. My mother bred good saving habits in me. Never spend more than you made in a month all in one place. And as much as I am a shopping addict, there's always a voice in my head tisking. I put the bag down for now. Either my iron will and impeccable self-discipline will triumph, or I'll be back in the morning for this baby. It's a win either way, I figured. We exit the shopping complex and stand on the wide sidewalk that lines Orchard Road. I feel the same sense of disorientation you get after an afternoon movie. But only this time, instead of going from a dark theater to the bright daylight, it's the opposite. After the neon lights of the plaza, I'm shocked to find the sky is streaked with pink and purple, and the sun has nearly set. Leah checks the time. Should we start heading back now? The girls will kill me if I miss our practice. I can't believe it's already been 3 hours. Yeah, we should go, I agree. But I can't hide the regret in my voice. It feels so good just to be out and about, exploring the city. Our nights out feel like it was way too short. Or I can head back first. You can enjoy some more solo shopping, Leah says. She grins. I can tell by your face you have the Rachel still in it furrow. Ugh, I do not have a furrow. I swat her playfully, then hesitate, rubbing smooth the supposed furrow in my forehead while looking wistfully down Orchard Road. You sure you're okay to go back on your own? Of course, it's like a 10-minute walk back to the hotel. Leah blows me a kiss and say, just don't party too hard without me, okay? I laugh and blow her a kiss back, waving as she heads back towards the hotel. Wow, when's the last time I got to hang out by myself like this? Sure, I travel around the world for work, but I'm always surrounded by my group mates, the security team, and usually a D&B exec or two. Being on my own in a foreign city, no less, is kind of exhilarating. Just then, my phone buzzes with a cacao message. Are you in Singapore right now? For a second, I'm startled, checking behind myself for someone lurking, but it's just my group chat with the Cho twins, my best friends from middle school. Honestly, I wouldn't be more surprised if the twins were here. They're both always jet setting for their jobs. Jung just to different fashion and beauty events. She took her YouTube channel full time, and Harry to various conferences about eco-friendly engineering and design practices. She's working as an engineer for Molly Folly, her family's makeup corporation. Our busy schedules mean we don't get to see each other as often as we like, so a group chat is vital to help us stay in the loop with each other's lives. It's basically a constant stream of updates from the small, like the time here he finally found a baked potato flavored Kit Kat at 7-Eleven, to the huge, like when Jun's channel hit 5 million followers, and when Harry got engaged to her longtime boyfriend, Daeho. It's not the same as seeing each other every day at school or having over regular Baskin Robbins field sleepovers, but it's the best we can manage, and I'm grateful for it. Harry, we saw online that Girls Forever is filming an episode of 123 Win. Ah, that explains the test. MC, yes, loving it here. Rewrap shooting, so I'm in Orchard Road killing time in my bank account. Two birds, one stone, right? Jihan, Bess, give me some chili crab and air melon. Harry, LOL, same, plus I miss you. How long are you there? One of our BFFs from uni is visiting Singapore right now, too. You gotta meet up. Gian, yes, remember Alex? Do it. You two will love each other. We kid not. The name rings a vaguely familiar bell in my mind. All right, Alex. She was one of Jun's floor mates freshman year. I'm pretty sure I remember it. It was the end of my debut year, and Girls Forever finally had a few days off. So I met up with the twins at Stanford. For 48 hours, I lived the California college life. Afternoons on the quad, nights in the sticky floor frats. If I remember correctly, Alex was the girl who wore a twister mat wrapped around herself like a toga for the ABC anything but clothes party and killed it at Flip Cup, and I quickly typed back. Me? Sure, I remember Alex, but I'm leaving early tomorrow morning. I don't know if I have time. There's a pause. I can imagine Jiyun and Hiri next to each other, heads bent, debating on what they'll say next before typing out their message. Too late, already arranging it. Alex can meet you at Pedal in 20 minutes. It's a really cute cafe in Gardens by the Bay, not too far from Orchard. 20 minutes with my solo exploration time. As much as I love the Cho twins and would generally like to re-meet their friend, chances for me to hang out on my own like this are rare to come by. Gion types, Come on, Rach, do it for me. Aren't you always saying you wish you had more friends outside of the biz? Alex is hella chill, and you need more of that in your life. No offense. Love you, babe. She's not wrong. At this point, the Cho twins are basically my only friends outside the industry. It would be nice to meet some new people. It turns out when it comes to Leah or the Cho twins, I'm a complete pushover. Okay, okay, you guys are completely extra, but I love you too. Tell Alex I'll be there in 20. Pedals new top. Pedals not too far away, but I can't wave down a car to save my life. An MRT station looms across the street. I decide to take a leap and try it. DB managers usually chauffeur me wherever I want to go, so it's been a while since I did the whole public transit thing. I laugh at myself thinking about the 9-year-old Rachel who used to duck under the turnstiles with confidence at the West Forest station on her way uptown to spend an afternoon with Uma in the Museum of Natural History. I used to know those 8 stops like the back of my hand, counting down each one as we passed through the station on our way to the Big Blue Whale. Come on, Rachel. You may be a K-pop star, but you're also a New Yorker who can handle this. Luckily, luckily, like most things in the city, the MRT station is bright and clean and easy to navigate. I grab a ticket from a kiosk, make my way down the escalator. So far, so good. Just got to make the next train, and that's already at the platform. I rush down the last steps of the escalator, careful not to collapse into my espadrilles. Back in New York, Harry, Harry commuters would jam an arm between the doors to halt the train, but here, as a double layer of doors, the second one divides the platform from the tracks, and it makes forcing yourself onto the train near impossible. But I managed to leap through them both as the train doors slide behind me. I let out a brief sigh, a breath of relief. Success, that was close. I have to make a seat, but suddenly I find myself tugged back. What the fuck? My bag! The ancient Prada boho is wedged between the inner set of the doors. I try to yank it free, but it's stuck tight. The train starts to move. I tug desperately to the bag, trying to ignore the people on the train staring at me. In Singapore, where even drinking a sip of water isn't allowed on the train, metro manners, and I'm making a spectacle of myself. If only this was my Manhattan commute, there would be a mariachi band could be aboard and started playing, and no one would bat an eye. Excuse me, do you need a hand? A tall guy with with clean haircut and jeans and pale blue button down rises from the seat and makes a move toward me. He's probably a few years older than me with warm brown eyes and a megawatt smile. I can't tell if he's smiling to be a lot too polite or to hide and almost laugh. No, no, I'm fine, thanks, I said, obviously flustered, but totally pretending like this is normal, secretly praying something embarrassing doesn't come flying out my bag at him. Nothing like a cute guy approaching you only to get a tampon slingshot in his eye. Damn. You sure? He asked with an amused smile on his face. Totally sure, thanks. I have it all under control. I give the bag one final almighty yank just as he's sitting down across from me. Eureka! The doors slide open wide enough for the bag to wiggle free, but the momentum sends me reeling backwards right into the cute guy's lap. Oh my God, I am so sorry, I say, leaving out his lap as if my butt were on fire. My face, I can tell, is turning red. My mind is screaming with chaos of thoughts. What is this appropriate apology for lap sitting? And this is why I never take the metro. And if he's really wearing Hermes loafers with no socks, and why do I find that hot? This can't be happening. Hold on. I can execute absolutely insane footwork in 6-inch stilettos, double tempo hair flicky shuffle anyone, but I can't keep with my balance on a train or stop myself from creeping on a guy with attractively bare ankles. What is wrong with me? Girl, it's his ankles. Did he lotion his ankles? They ain't ashy. Okay. I've obviously been deprived of nutrition today, or maybe I've just been deprived of cute guys for too long. A dimple forms in his left cheek as he smiles. Don't worry about it. Actually, you did me a favor. I did? I say, my curiosity briefing overcoming the huge wave of embarrassment washing over me. Yeah, my mom is always saying that the perfect girl isn't going to just fall in my lap, he says with a teasing grin. Now I can prove her wrong. My cheeks flush again, but this time for a different reason. Is he flirting with me, or I'm just totally thirsty in my sad love desert? I manage a quick smile before racing away as fast as I can to find a seat on the opposite end of the train. I press my hands against my burning cheeks. By the time I hop off the train, a stop later, transfer to a different train line, go one more stop, and finally emerge from Bayfront Station. The flush in my cheeks has gone down, but the memory of me flying into a cute guy's lap like Peter Pan stage stunt gone wrong is still burning vividly in my mind. I looked grimly down at my tragically pummeled camel bag, the strap now starting to tear from the train escapade. Geez, I thought I entered the red level alert for new bag desperation. This one is truly bad luck. I check the time on my phone and see that I'm due to at the cafe in 5 minutes. Not that Alex would care if I'm a few minutes late. If I'm remembering correctly, she's a very laid back, carefree girl, or Hella Chills Jr. and put it in her new wannabe Cali girl lingo. I rush past rows of waterfront buildings. The sea is visible from here, glittering like a dark jewel under the city lights. In the distance are Singapore's famous super trees, spindling branches cutting against the sky, lit a soft purple at their cores. Feel like I'm Alice in Wonderland, so tiny compared to the dazzling vast wonder here. Finally, I spot it. Petal. Inside is a gorgeous space, the dome top made entirely of glass, an assortment of plants lining the window and spilling over the interior balcony. I take a seat at the second floor cafe and scan for Alex, hoping I'll recognize her without the twister toga. But the only people here are a young couple sharing an almond croissant and a girl getting a boomerang of herself pouring melted chocolate over her waffle. I order an espresso and take a seat by the window, shooting Junghyun and Hiri a quick message let them know I'm here. Me, grab the window seat. The door jingles open and I look to see if it's Alex. My heart nearly flies in my throat. Not Alex. It's the cute guy from the train. You got to be kidding me. I grab a menu and duck behind it, rapidly text her the Cho twins. Me, is she almost here? We may need to relocate. Oh no, hi, Alex is a Rachel. I freeze and slowly lower the menu. Cute guy standing next to me holding a coffee. The dimple is his left cheek appears as he smiles and extends his free hand. Hi, I'm Alex. Mm. Oh. Mm. 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 So let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit. Oh, there's so much to unpack. We were just gonna read 1 and 2 chapters tonight. We end up reading like 4 chapters. So the dude, hold on, y'all. I'm putting back my tongue ring back in. Hold on, y'all. My bad. I had got it back in. I had to go and screw it back in because I'm just like, I'm struggling over here. Okay, so we're gonna talk for a minute. Okay, we're gonna talk for a minute. We're gonna talk for a minute. We're gonna talk for a minute. So y'all remember the toe twins, the Cho twins. These were two fashionista girls. You know, they're like, they're like all like popular and they're rich, they're like all about their social medias. They're like, these socialites, and they became really good friends with Rachel and stuff. And so they were like, okay, girl, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna meet this person here. So the dude with the moisturized ankles was the person she met up with. Now let's think for a moment. So I really do think that these girls set her up on a date. Low key did. Set up on a date, see how it goes, and on forth. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay, it might be about her current meet now. I don't know. I don't know if it's about Tyler. May or may not be. I'm just saying. But anyway, there's more about this book. So AE, since you came in here, okay, let me tell you what happened. Okay. So they talked about JYJ, TVXQ, and JYJ in the first part of the book about them, the 13-year-old slave contract. They talked about that. We deciphered that. Also, Leah, Rachel's sister, also went and became a trainee and is now in a group called, was it the Say Go Girls? The Go Girls, Say Go Girls. They're FX. So FX is in the book now, okay? Now, also, we got the girls getting low-key jealous of Rachel because she brought up the fact that she wanted to be in the fashion industry. And then Mina was like, well, would you even have time to do it because of your schedule? Because everybody's talking about the stuff they want to do in the future. And she said, well, this is what I want to do. And Mina totally just ruined the whole experience. And all the girls start looking at her and stuff. So they're foreshadowing at this point everything that's going on or what is about to happen. Okay. So I'm really excited about this. Like, Say Go, it's called Say Go, girl. Jessica, girl, these groups that you got, girl. Oh my god. Yes, AE girl. Girl, she AE, guess who's back? Akari's back, girl. We were so happy to see that Akari is alive. Akari is alive. Akari is well. She's surviving, but they moved her from DB to another company, so she's in another group. It's the 8-member group. I don't know what company this is or what 8-member group that she's in. So I gotta figure that one out. But Akari is alive, but she didn't get but Rachel still tripping. Now, Rachel, I'm gonna get on you about this, Jessica. Like, girl, you had the opportunity to go up here and say, hey, this girl, like, hey, girl, I'm sorry, girl. I didn't mean to let you just like leave me like that, girl. I thought it was cool, girl. My bad, girl. You didn't even go up to that girl and even say nothing to her. But I guess unforeseen circumstances happened at that moment and you weren't able to say anything. But girl, you can contact this girl. Y'all got the second call, like count. You can talk to like, hey girl. That's what I'm trying to find out. What group that she was in, because she was Japanese. So what group was she in? It was an 8-member group. We got to figure this out, y'all. We have to figure this out. We got to figure this out. Let's look. Hold on. I'm going to go look. We're going to find this out. I'm looking this up right now. So this is 8-member. It's an 8-member group. Okay, this is 8-member groups. Woo! Lovelies? You think it's Lovelies? Oh, I'm looking. I'm looking. I'm looking. Was there a Japanese member in any of these groups? Hold on. Hmm. Oh man. Oh man. I just don't know, man. Like this is crazy. Okay, we got so 8-member group, 8-member group, 8-member group. If it's Tiara, but it has a Japanese member in it. Could it be after school? No, it can be after school. Ooh, not Brave Girls. Not Brave Girls. A Pink? Dal Shabet? Not Dal Shabet. It couldn't have been Dal Shabet. There was only 6 girls in that damn group. Um, um, man, we're actually over here on a hunt. Wait a minute. Was it nine muses? Nine muses? Uh, nine muses. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Listen, I don't know. I give up. I give up. I give up. I give up. Yeah, she was a part of a different label, and she was a Japanese. She was a Japanese. She's Japanese, so it has to be a Japanese girl. It has to be a girl, a Japanese girl group member. You know what? Probably so. So we won't know the name of the group because everything she's talking about right now has to do with SM Entertainment. So yeah, I can understand that. You're sneaky, Jessica. You sneaky little devil, you. So far we got some chapters going. So we made it to chapter 5 tonight, y'all. We're on some good headway right now. It's all in all. Let me see how many chapters it is. We're gonna be busy for like a couple of weeks, man. Okay. All right. Trying to see how many. Okay, there's epic log. Hmm. All right. Hold on. I'm trying to see how many chapters there is, y'all. Okay, it's 29 chapters. 29 chapters. Okay, so that's what we're on right now. 29 chapters. Bro, I'm skimming through this book right now, and boy, I've seen y'all. Okay, so okay. I'm skimmed through this book, and I didn't read all the ending, but what I seen, bro, this book about to get really good. Who wants me to read some more tomorrow night? Press the one in the chat because child, the drama is getting real. Ooh wee. Yeah. Okay, good. Well, it's 12. I'm about to get off here, okay? I had a good time for book club. I hope I see y'all again. To this is gonna bother me for a while, but hopefully we'll find out who it is. I know it's bothering me too, because I want to know what group she was in. Ah, this book has so many mysteries in it, y'all. Oh, Jessica. You done it, girl. You done it. So I'm about to get off here. I'm glad y'all had a good time tonight. I had a good time tonight too. So we're gonna, I guess, five chapters a night is fine. Okay, we can do four. We can do 4 chapters. Okay, 4 chapters. We're gonna do that. So until next time, I'll see y'all later. Love, peace, increase it. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Bye.